Greetings, theists and non-theists. I'm the Atheist Paladin. So we're at it again. I had this discussion before with Kate, but last time it didn't go so well. We got heated. But I think this discussion is important to be had. And plus, there's something else I'd like to discuss with Kate after I deal with her main points of her video. From what I understand and the way Kate argues, it seems like she's coming from an emotivist position of morality. In other words, when people make moral statements, they're just saying, they're not referring to anything about the nature or reality or anything, but rather they're reflecting personally on an event. So, you know, rape, boo; murder, boo; you know, charity and kindness, yay. These are all sort of things that they're just emotional statements. They're not statements of fact of anything else. And if this is the case, then I can understand Kate's position, but there are a few misconceptions that I find with that. Kate saying, take for example that people have varying degrees of morality is somehow evidence for her position that morality is just an emotivist thing, and therefore it's not objective. I think is a bit of a misnomer. Descriptively, you can say that morality is that way, that it is personal, of course, and it would always be personal due to the nature of us being beings that can choose our actions. That's, you know, due to the nature of consciousness itself. But it doesn't mean that certain actions have a certain effect. So when I talk about morality and what it means, I'm not saying, well, boo to this or yay to that. I am actually have a goal in mind. I have a value in mind. And that being is overall human well-being, and empathy, equality. These are all within the meta concept of morality. I mean, these are all things that actually do refer to something outside of myself. So if you want to maximize your happiness, you want to maximize the flourishing of societies, morality is the way to go. And I can say that objectively, if I can give objective measurements to it. So if somebody is suffering from the result of my actions, I can say my actions are immoral regardless of actually how well justified I may feel in taking those actions. I provide, it's important to provide a metric that is outside of your own opinions. And that is grounded in reality. If that can't be done, then I agree. Morality is completely subjective. But I think morality can and be constructed within a system that is grounded in reality. Now, Kate would say, well, and I can hear her objection now. Well, you may prefer to things to be happy and prefer, you know, to have a good society, but that's what you want subjectively. So what? People may prefer to be healthy, but that doesn't make the way to achieve healthiness, to achieve health and well-being, not subjective. There are things that, you know, don't stick a knife in your eye. I can objectively say, no, that's not a healthy action. I can objectively say that. Regardless of your motivations to pursue that goal, or subjective or not, it doesn't really matter. I can still objectively, hey, if valuing your health is a good thing, then maybe eating Krispy Kreme donuts, drinking beer, and smoking cigarettes may not be the best way to achieve that. I can objectively say that. So it's no different. I can say, hey, you like fast cars? Well, there's objective ways of measuring that through horsepower, torque, and speed, and 0 to 60, and all those stats. I could say objectively, this car is faster than that one, or this one has more horsepower, or this one has better gas mileage. whether you desire those traits or not, aren't a part of the discussion. So if somebody doesn't care to be moral, then why does it matter how we treat them? They've already foregone maximizing their happiness, so why should we be disconcerted when they're unhappy because they prefer to rape and murder and kill because that's how they get their jollies, and we say, no, we don't want that in our society. Why should it matter at that point? We're still acting according to our values, and they're acting according to theirs. But at least in our way, there is something that creates a system of equality. At least the values of most are heard and dealt with accordingly. That's what equality is about. That's what freedom is about, really. So, so within the system that I have constructed, still, what I would provide, it just because I would wake up tomorrow as thinking rape and murder are okay, you know what? I think rape and murder are actually good things. Yeah. Good things. That doesn't make rape and murder suddenly okay. According to you, it would. And that's what I have with the emotive position. It doesn't provide anything practical. It's only something that is descriptive, but not prescriptive. And it boils down to, well, might makes right. No matter how you view it, if you're in that. So, you know, forcing people to your will is what makes you happy, then that's what's going to happen. And you're not going to care about it. So whoever has the most power wins, basically. But this is not what I suggest. And I think it's better. And saying, well, you're only trying to describe something kind of misses the point. Morality is about prescription the majority of the time. And there's ways you can talk about it descriptively, about how society reacts, and descriptively talk about how people think about it. But that doesn't really still solve the issue, how to react. And having a discussion about this, I think, is far more better. How do we act? Let's talk about this. Which brings me to the point of some of the I don't like in her style of video and how she presents it. For example, from the very start of the video, she says that it's sad that she has to do this. Sad that you have to do what, Kate? Talk to another atheist about something that we don't agree on? Oh, the shame. Really? Is that really so bad that we can have a discussion and disagree about something? Because isn't it you that says don't run an automatic? And wait a minute, you said people who don't get your position, apparently. In other words, don't agree that morality is just a subjective description of one's feelings. I don't see how disagreeing with that means somehow we don't think. Really? That's what you're going to do, Kate? Is say that people disagree with you, don't think? You don't see the irony in that? Be glad for disagreement. Be glad that we're discussing these issues and that we're trying to look at them all in a different viewpoint and try to come to a consensus. Or try to understand something in a different light. You should be happy that you get to reply to an atheist or something else. As long as he's not acting irrationally, and you're just discussing an issue to which you might have a difference of opinion, be happy about it. At least it gives you a video to do something about. Right? Alright, I think I said enough. Remember people, rationality is the path to righteousness.